Welcome to this basic training video on how to use your website to give someone a personal tour. You call them up, you ask them if they've got a few minutes to watch a short video. When they say yes, you take them to the website and you have them go to riseuptv.com and have them watch the first video. At the end of the video, have them pause it and then scroll down the page and ask them what they thought and say, would you like to see the compensation plan? Then you're going to play this video. Now I want you to notice that this video here, when you press it, is going to play up here at the top. Watch. All right? And the same thing when you play the next video. They all pop up here. This is the reason I use the stage system. And one of the things you want to ask people is, do you know anyone that needs money for anything? Most people, when I ask that question, say, yeah, me. And so it's a good question to ask. And I just show them the first video and the second one. If they want to see more, I tell them they can come back and watch these later. The next part is the 4 pillars of financial freedom. This is a part of the classes that they receive in their marketing system. You don't know where they are in life, but no matter what stage of life they're in, this meets a need they have. Whether they're in debt and they want to get out, or they want to learn how to create wealth, maybe they want to leave their legacy to their kids tax-free and how to be able to do that, or plan a worry-free retirement. Question I always like to ask people, if I knew you were going to lose $10,000 or more, would you want me to tell you? And they always say yes. I don't care which pillar you're clicking on here, you're going to lose $10,000 if you don't understand what is going on and how it all works. When they come to looking at the classes, what I've done down here is I've given them a preview of what the class is about. I only ask them one thing. Of the things here that you see, the 4 things, which one interests you the most? If they're getting close to retirement, they're going to choose retirement planning. You come down here and you click on the retirement planning. If you ask this question, when was the last time you updated your will? Most people are going to go, I don't even have one. And you say, well, you know you should. And if you'd like to know more about that, you click here. And if they want to know about creating wealth, here. And if they want to know about getting out of debt, here. This is the one that is most asked for, most used. All you do is click on this, and it's going to give you some more information. You can play that video, go down here, and what I do is I take the time to show them. We're going to show you how to eliminate 100 of your mortgage payments without refinancing or increasing your payments. For example, if your payment's $1,000 a month, multiply that times 100, you'd save over $100,000. Is that something you'd like to know more about? And most people will say, yeah. And here's some examples. These are real cases, real people. And this fellow here was 58 years old, just built his retirement home. He's $198,000 in debt at age 54. He's got 30 years till his house is paid off. That means he'll be 83, well into his retirement. We ran our analysis, and after the analysis, he's going to be debt-free in just over 10 years. At age 64 instead of 83. He's going to save $172,000 in interest. And people always want to see what they're going to do, and this is a good thing. This person here, so they say sometimes, well, I don't have much debt. I've only got 3 debts. This was a young couple that came to me, and it was a joy to work with them because they were concerned about their debt. And even though they didn't have much, they didn't like being in debt. They said, how soon could we be out of debt? Now remember, this is without increasing their payments, without refinancing. They just signed a 30-year mortgage. They've been married and in the house for a year. They have $63,000 in interest they're going to pay, almost $64,000. After their analysis, they would be debt-free in just under 5 years at age 35, only paying $11,000 in interest, saving over $52,000. You see, your money is having babies. It's called interest. But who's it having it for? It's having it for the banks, the mortgage companies, the car lending companies, wherever you have your credit card bills at. They are the one that's getting the babies from your money. We're going to show you how to start having your own interest, earning money, and how to use your debt to get out of debt. How to use your credit cards to do credit card banking and turn things around, but you first need to understand how this whole thing works. The first class most people take, and this is a very informative class. It does work, it's fantastic, and people really enjoy it. But if they choose something else, go back to the website. You always want to just click back, or you can close the one window that opened. But just go back and don't go through all of these, because if you do, you're just going to confuse the client. If they said they want to get out of debt and they don't move forward, then I don't spend any more time with them, because they just want to know everything and not do anything. And if they want to get out of debt, let's get them out of debt. This class is what's free with your free membership, and this is your tax class. You click here, and it's going to take you to the tax class, and you're going to find out how to save money and how to get started making money and using your own website. If they're ready to join, you can go ahead and have them join here. You click here, join us for free, and click on that button, and it goes up to the website of the person that invited them here, and you'll see this is my website. But all you have to do is, after you've joined, put your enroller by. Just go here and put in your ID. Click on the sign up page, and it changes over. This is my wife's page. Yes, we both are doing this. Why? Because we both have our own income. And then you go ahead and enroll your person. You put in their first name, their last name, their email, select their country, and you have them create their username. If it's available, it'll show up. If not, they'll have to choose another one. Simple names like Jenny, Jim, they were available when I joined, because when I saw this, I was the first one to enroll in this program, and I was excited because I really liked what I saw, and I understood what they were trying to do and the goals for the company. Create your username, create a password, and then repeat the password, and then register. After you register, you will have your account and log into your account down here. You might want to offer them to sign up for the newsletter. That'll keep them informed. And there's going to be a drawing every month that we have 1,000 new members. We draw a name from that membership list, and one of them is going to win their choice of a PC, a laptop, or a new tablet. All they have to do is click on one of these tablets, and they'll go right here, and they can enter the drawing right here. It says vote, give the person that invited you a shout out. That just means vote for the person that invited you. Give them credit. Put their name here, your first name, last name, and if you have a question about anything you want to call back, just type in your question to know what you're interested in taking, the tax class, the debt-free class, one of the other classes to get started. You need to understand, and I want people to understand, they need to enroll 2 people to qualify for the pool sharing bonuses. They really need to know that, because if they join and they don't realize it, then they come back at you later and say, you didn't tell me that. And I always tell everybody, because I want them to know exactly what we are looking for and what they can do. So this is a very simple This is our welcome man. I welcome you to Rise Up Connect, and what we do is we take the pieces of life, the puzzles of finances, and we put it all in order so that you can share in the growth and the freedom. You can do this. Working online is not rocket science, but it can be overwhelming when you first get started. But if you can use Microsoft products, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you should be fine. We created a system that gives you step-by-step simple instructions. All you do is click on the video, play the video, and you can pause during the video and do the steps that it's taken and showing you. Here you can register for a webinar. Just click here and say, would you like to join me for a webinar? And they say, there's one coming up pretty quick. You click on it, and there it is, 5 minutes away. And I always call people so that I know that there's a webinar coming up. I usually call them about 10 minutes before the webinar, and I spent 5 minutes talking to you now, so that means there's a webinar coming up now in 4 minutes. So they can learn how to reduce their taxes, become debt-free, pick the kind of work that they enjoy, work from home, make the money you need. I've had people ask me, well, how much money can you make? Or how much do you need? I'm looking for 100 people that want to pay off their mortgage in 1 year. Most people are going to take 10 years to do that, but we can do it in 1 year if you're willing to take half the money that you earn and put it into your debt retirement, and that'll really save you and get you out of debt quick. So you register here for the webinar, and there's a webinar every night at 7 o'clock. And for those of you that are members and you enroll in this, there's a webinar every 15 minutes, so you can make an appointment with somebody at any time of the day that you like and just click register here. And every time you go there, you're always 15 minutes away from a webinar. My name is Jim Hullinger. I'm the National Training Director. This is my Midwest office. This is where I do my inside training and have my open meetings and training. There's more to this website, but I want to conclude this lesson right here, and we'll look at the advanced training in the next video.